Good morning everyone, how are you? Hope you're doing well, hope you're having a good day so far, no matter what it is you're up to. My day started very early, it's actually 6:32 on a Monday morning, which, you know, Monday morning's early. It's kind of what most people dread, isn't it? The early start on the Monday. I've been looking forward to this one for a little while because today is my first day back at university in London in person since the pandemic started last March, wasn't it? So yeah, it's been a little while. I went back for one day in July just to see everybody. We had a bit of a reunion, but today the proper study begins again. It's my third year of studying for a BA in theology. That starts today, so the hard work really begins today. Like I say, it is an early start and I have to go to London on the train this morning. One of the really good things about where Joe and I live, right next to the train station, so only a short walk. We're about 10 minutes away on foot from the train station, so I'm heading over there now. I'm going to get the train at 7 o'clock to London, and then we're going to begin our day studying, and I'm going to show you what a day in London studying with me is like. Now I might have only just got up, but I've already made my first mistake of the day, and that was to not have breakfast before I left. I got up too late. I thought that 20 minutes would be long enough to get myself ready and get out the door, but I did not factor in breakfast into that time, so I'm hitting the train this morning having not eaten. Fail to prepare, you prepare to fail, and that is what I've done this morning. When I get to London, I will get myself a coffee as well, because I should have had a coffee before I got going this morning. As you guys know on this channel, in the mornings I run on coffee, and again, didn't have a coffee, so there's mine at the top there. 7:05 London, platform 4 on time, that's what I like to see. There we go guys, I've arrived in London. Desperately in need of some food, so I'm going to go to Pret a Manger. Scratch that, I'm going to jump on the tube first actually. It's looking pretty quiet on the, I always take the Circular District line from Paddington to Gloucester Road, so I'm going to do that first, get a bit of breakfast when I get there. When the tube's quiet, you've got to make the most of it. And it turns out the reason there was a quiet platform at Paddington Tube Station this morning is because there's no trains running from Paddington Tube Station this morning. So there you go, I would have been stood there a long while waiting for a train. Apparently there was a problem further up the tracks. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is when it comes to the London Tube. So there you go, I'm going to be walking this morning to uni. It's not far, it's a couple of miles, and I get to walk through this space right here, beautiful Hyde Park, which if you've not been to London, it's like a big open green space right in the middle of London. It's so big and it's so green and so beautiful that you wouldn't even know you're in London. It's really quiet, as you can hear. You can't really hear too much of the surrounding sort of, you know, London traffic and sirens and stuff. It's a lovely spot here. I like coming through Hyde Park, and I like it so much that I actually proposed here to my wife Jo, not right here. Proposed over there by the fountains. Not being in London has been such a shame. I don't think I could live in London personally. You know, I really like living somewhere a little quieter. London's a little busy for me. I don't know, I guess I like being near the countryside, and I know you got places like this, Hyde Park, but for me the countryside is, I don't know, where I feel most at home. I sound like a right old man, don't I? But that's what I enjoy. I like the countryside. I used to, then again, I used to think I couldn't live away from the seaside, and I've lived away from the seaside for 5 years now, so who knows, maybe I would settle here one day, but right now, I don't know, I just like my Cotswold walks too much, I think. Now, I've had a lot of people recently asking about my course, and I do course in inverted commas because it's not a course, it is a BA degree with honours. I think because people think I'm studying something to do with the church, that it's not, you know, like a proper degree, that it's a course. And I resent that, I do resent that. It is a BA. I'm gonna get my day at the end of it where I chuck my hat up in the air and have the gown on. That's coming guys, that is coming, that day. So just wanted to clear that one up. But oh, that's nice. There you go guys. Royal Albert Hall, famous, world famous Royal Albert Hall right there. That's the other thing I love about coming to London. Wherever you go, wherever you walk, you go past things you recognise, you know, it's an iconic city. I love spending time here. People ask, that's where I was going with this, there was a point to this conversation. People ask about my course. It's, like I say, it's actually not a course, it's a degree that I'm doing, and what it looks like. Well, it looks like 1 day a week in London, which is today. I'm here for 1 day, and then I do my essays and my reading and all that stuff back at home, which takes up a couple extra days in the week. So it's classed as a full-time degree that I'm doing, but it's 1 day a week study here in London. Guys, check this out. Look at the leaves. Autumn is almost here, it looks like. Some people love autumn vibes, don't they? Well, there's plenty of that going on in London today. Trees are looking nice and, you know, they've got a tint of orange about them now, I would say. You can't really see it on camera actually, but I promise you, they got an orange glow and there's loads of leaves on the floor. Right guys, I'll have to love you and leave you there. I've just reached uni. For me, 6 hours of study lies ahead. We'll do something fun afterwards though, I promise. See you there. And there we go guys, uni done for the day. Great to be back among everybody. I obviously couldn't film because I was focusing on studying, which is what you have to do when you go to uni. But that's all done for the day. I actually have a little bit of spare time now. My train tonight is not till 8 PM. So I've actually got a little while in which, you know, I've got time to kill. Now I have got an essay to do, so I'm gonna head to Paddington with a little bit of time to spare so that I can sit and write that. But I thought, I'm in London, I haven't been here for a long time and I've really missed the views, so I'm gonna go and try and find some nice places to look at London from, you know, high up ideally. And I haven't got a budget for this, so I thought I would look and see if I could find the best free view in London. Let's see if we can find a good spot to look at London from for free. I'll probably try a couple. There's lots of tall buildings around here. Let's see if any of them have got cafes at the top or observation decks or bars or whatever. And we'll have a nice little look at London and just enjoy being here because, yeah, one of my favourite cities. Lots of tall buildings means lots of good views. Let's go and see what we can find. I've got on the tube to Blackfriars, which is on the South Bank, or just past the South Bank. I have it on pretty good authority. Somebody told me a while back, I can't even remember who, but I got told that there was a pretty good view in the Tate Modern somewhere. Know nothing about it, don't even know if they were right, but I've come to basically the Tate Modern in the hope of finding a nice free view. So let's have a look. There's also a shopping centre that's apparently opened up opposite St Paul's, and I'm pretty sure that you can get to the top of the Shard, well not to the very top, but high up in the Shard for free as well. So let's see what we can do. I want to see London from the air. That's the goal here, but I want to do it for free. Well, that was over quickly. I've come up to the 5th floor in the hope of getting the lift up to the top, and the lady said that the 5th floor is closed, can't go up to the top. I did see a few people pottering around in a cafe though, going out on a balcony that overlooks the Thames, so I'm going to try and find that. There you go guys, did manage to find a view in the end in the Tate Modern. It wasn't the top, it was just a little balcony that I managed to find somewhere, but I think it was on the 3rd or 4th floor, but there you go. If the main one is shut when you come here, there is still a view that you can check out, so it's worth looking at. I must admit, places like this are lost on me a little bit. I'm not a modern art person. I don't really understand how any of it works. To be honest, I've been walking past, you know, like cinder blocks in a room and that's art, is it? I don't know, not for me. I mean, do I understand any of it? No, not at all, not even a little bit, but the vastness of it is very, very impressive, I have to say. It's a big, big space here to Tate Modern. I don't get it, but I appreciate it. They could put that on their posters. Ash Sanders from the Ash says, I don't get it, but I appreciate it. So there we go, Tate Modern done. Not a bad start. I'd probably give that a 5 out of 10. The view was good, but the experience was a little confusing. I couldn't quite find where I needed to go, and the main viewing gallery was closed. So let's try another one. Apparently there's a good one over the river here that gives a good view of St Paul's Cathedral, and we've got to walk over the Millennium Bridge, which is impressive in itself and probably gives quite good views from ground level. So let's take a look, see what else we can find. Right, I'm just coming up to the next spot now. It is a shopping centre called One New Change, but you can go up onto the roof for free and have a look at a view of St Paul's Cathedral, I've been told by the internet. And when has the internet ever lied to us? So I'm going to go and have a look and see if I can find it. It's just up the road from the Millennium Bridge, which you've just seen I've walked across. You probably recognise the Millennium Bridge most notably from The Apprentice. That is where all of the Apprentice contestants walk across in the opening credits most years. But The Apprentice hasn't obviously been on for a few years because of COVID. There you go guys, there it is, St Paul's Cathedral. You probably can't really see much of the rest of the view, but you can see, where is it? There it is, there's the Shard right there. You've got the London Eye in the distance. If you look that way you can see some of the city as well. But the view of St Paul's that you get from here, it's so close you can touch it. And by the way, there's nobody else here. As you can see, it's just me and a security guard watching me back there to make sure I'm not going to cause any trouble, but I'm not. I'm just here to see the view. This one was completely free. You come up through the shopping centre, and I think it's on like the 3rd floor. Well, it's on the top floor that you can go to in the lift, but it's really worth having a look at. If you want to come up here, take a look. You could even bring a drink up here, a coffee, and just relax. I think if you work in London particularly, this kind of spot would be amazing for like a coffee break or a lunch break. But the views from up here, for me, are better than the Tate Modern just over the river there. For me here, it's much more modern, which is ironic because the other view we looked at was the Tate Modern. I'm going to give this one 7 out of 10, I think. Pretty good. Hopefully I get it on camera. When I come to spots like this, it's funny because you can't get it on camera, like how good the view is, but it really is amazing. I'll try and get a few more shots here just to try and capture it a little bit better, because it's really difficult when you come to these places to get it on camera. So hopefully I've said enough and shown you enough to encourage you to come up here. In fact, while I'm here, I'll just try and point out some of the bits we've got. So obviously you've got St Paul's Cathedral right there, which looks epic and is so close. Then, I don't know if you can see that there, that's the London Eye. Then you've got this building, which I think is new. I never noticed that one before, but that's another nice, tall, modern skyscraper. Then over there you've got the Tate Modern, which is where we were a few minutes ago. And then if we pan around this way, you've got the Shard right there, tallest building in Western Europe right there. We're going down, guys, there we go. That was an amazing one, really good. A bit of a gem, that one. Not one that I would have known about unless I had raided the internet for advice. So thank you, people of the internet, you've come up trump shit again. Oh my gosh, I did not know they had one. I'm gonna have to go in, guys. I spotted a Shake Shack. Haven't had a Shake Shack since I went to New York City a couple of years ago. I will link that video down below if you haven't seen it. But I'm gonna compare and contrast, you know, see if the UK Shake Shack is as good as the American one. Because the Shake Shack I had in New York, amazing, probably the best burger I've had. Cheese fries were good. Milkshake was good as well. I didn't get a milkshake today, I just got a lemonade because I feel like I need to quench the thirst, and I feel like a lemonade will do that. But yeah, looking forward to this. This is dinner for today. And here it is, on first glance, looks pretty good. Cheese fries look nice. To be honest, the thing I'm looking forward to the most is actually the lemonade, because I'm so thirsty. But the burger looks good. I went for a single smoke shack. Let's give it a go. First things first, let's Give the burger a little try. Really good. Better than I thought it was going to be. Sometimes it's not quite as good when you have it over here, but this burger so far is living up to the hype. It's gooey, the bacon's nice and crisp, a bit of a kick as well. I think there's some peppers in there or something. Very, very nice. Some people don't like these types of cheese fries where the cheese is like all gooey, but to me it tastes like the cheese you get with macaroni cheese. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not cheddar. It tastes fake. It drips a little bit off the chips, but it's good. If you want this kind of cheese, then you'll enjoy it. Last but by no means least, because I'm incredibly thirsty, fresh lemonade. Oh, that feels like the lemon has just been squeezed, you know? Nice flavour, very, very good. I'm going to demolish this, and then we're going to go and find our final free view of the day. Definitely ate that too fast, but I'm going to walk it off now. It was very, very nice, by the way. I'm going to walk it off now because I'm walking to the Shard. It's about a 15-minute walk. I am near Mansion House Tube Station, so from there about a 15-minute walk to the Shard, and then I think, because I've done it before, if you want to go up to the restaurant, which is the Shangri-La, like restaurant, cafe, bar thing, you can just go up. You don't need to have a reservation or anything, so I'm going to try and do that today. I'm not dressed for the Shards really, but I'm going to try and get in anyway, and yeah, hopefully we can get another view in before this video's over. There we go, I tried that one. They did not let me pass the bit where I did a video there because you need to have a reservation in here, and I don't think I'm really dressed for it as well, so there was probably that also going against me. But I've been up to the Shangri-La dressed like this before. This one's not the Shangri-La, I forget the name, I'll show you on the way out, but I might go across, try the Shangri-La one, because I think they'll let me have a look.